Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's Section 8 AA playoff soccer matchup between the Brainerd Warriors and your Moorhead Spuds right here on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. I am Riley Swenson, joined tonight by Carter Castoris. Carter, what are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Well, obviously last time they tied 2-2, so those were both teams pretty good this season, both undefeated and tying each other, and now moving on here and only one game away from the finals. Both teams are going to want to be at their best, and obviously tying last time, it's not a fun thing to do to tie, so they're both going to come out strong and want to end it as fast as they can.
Yeah, like you said, ties are never fun, and there will be no tie tonight as we are in the playoffs in Section 8 AA semifinal matchup. The winner will advance to the section final, played on either Friday or Saturday. Has not been decided yet. Brainerd comes into this matchup undefeated with a record of 9-0-2. Like you said, one of those ties coming to Moorhead. Last Saturday, they tied them 2-2 in the regular season finale for both teams. They also tied St. Cloud Tech 0-0, a team that Moorhead beat 3-2 earlier in the season. In the section quarterfinals, Brainerd faced off against Osseo. That game was in Brainerd. They took them down 2-1, and that brings them here to this section semifinal. As for Moorhead, obviously also undefeated. They come in with a record of 10-0-1. We had their quarterfinal matchup for you right here on Spuds TV. They took down Elk River 3-0 in that matchup to bring you the Spuds and the Warriors tonight in the semifinals. Take you through the starting lineups for both squads. First for Brainerd, they will go with number 1, Brandon Neifert in net. In front of him, number 5, Cooper Cousino. Number 6, Trenton Jakovich. Number 7, Adam Klecker. Number 8, Jackson Bluth. Number 9, Isaiah Peterson. Number 11, Noel Robertson. Number 13, Jeremy Duff. Number 25, Max Lelwicka. Number 27, James Thompson. And number 29, Logan Carlson. And as for your Moorhead Spuds in net will be Jacob Hendrickson in front of him. Number 3, Yusuf Muhammad. Number 4, Liam Weiler. Number 6 is Tamba Ngolo. Number 7, Jabril Guido. Max Hodney moves back to a defense position tonight, as told by Coach Ben Patry. Replacing him will be number 15, Ben Colborn in the midfield. So Hodney moves back to defense. Then always Yusuf Al-Shamani, Saif Alawi up front for the Spuds. And to round it out, Caden Carter and Mason Allen as we are underway here in Section 8 AA semifinal action from Jim Goda Stadium on a very chilly night here in Moorhead, Minnesota. If you can look around, you can see the snow is lining the outside of the turf almost all the way around. Some snowfall last night. That's why this game was moved from Tuesday to Wednesday. Now Moorhead with some immediate pressure. Ball knocked away there by the Brainerd defender. But the Moorhead Athletic Department able to clear off the snow off the turf for this one. Able to get the snow out of the stands for the spectators in attendance, and we are playing soccer tonight on a chilly evening here in Moorhead. Now Brainerd comes back on the counterattack. Defended there by Liam Weiler. That's into the box. That'd be deflected off for Brainerd player and dove on by Jacob Hendrickson. So both teams with some chances here early on in the game. But nothing to show for it as Hendrickson lines up his punt and sends it out near midfield. The winner of this matchup will take on the winner of Maple Grove and St. Michael Albertville. Those teams squaring off tonight in Maple Grove. If St. Michael Albertville is to win, the winner of this matchup would host the section final. But if Maple Grove, the number 1 seed team in this section, is to win, the section final would be in Maple Grove then, once again on either Friday or Saturday. But first we have to decide this one tonight in Moorhead between two teams that tied the last time around. And we have an exciting matchup for you tonight between two undefeated squads here. Now it's Jabril Guido along the near sideline. He'll send it in, deflected there by Noel Robertson, now taken in by Mason Allen. Robertson again with it as it knocked away by Tamba Ngolo. He tries to get it over to Saif Alawi, played off the head now of a Warrior. Now it's Mason Allen for the Spuds. He'll get it over to Jabril Guido, and he will launch it into the box. Now it's Tamba Ngolo. He lines up a shot, and he'll go out the end line, and so Brainerd will have a goal kick. In that first matchup, which they tied, Moorhead jumped out to a 2-0 lead. But then in talking with Coach Ben Patry, they Suffered 2 goals against them both on set pieces from Brainerd, so that's certainly something to keep our eye on tonight when either team has a set piece. Who's able to come away with that? That shot is fired just wide of the net by Yusuf Al-Shamani. Spuds offense moving fast and furious here in the opening moments.
As you mentioned, Riley, with the Spud offense already going on, that's about 3 chances already on net within 3 minutes of gameplay. So if the game is looking forward to this, if the game is looking to be like this, it'll be a good game all around.
Yeah, we've had action from both teams already in this one. Doesn't seem as there's any pregame jitters in this semifinal matchup. Sometimes you'll see that in the playoffs. Not tonight. That ball deflects off the head and taken in by goaltender Jacob Hendrickson. Now he throws it out to Max Hodney. As we mentioned in the pregame, Max Hodney playing in a defensive role now, as now that's Ben Colborn. He moves up to the midfield, his first start here in the playoffs. So Colborn moves up to the midfield and Hodney back to defense. I'm sure we could see that flipped around here as the game goes on, but that's what Moorhead will go with to start. And now along the sideline, we have a foul ruled, out of bounds ruled, and then the Spuds will take a throw, and that's Caden Carter along the sideline there as the ball heads into the snow, and Carter will try another throw in for the Spuds. He gets it into Yusuf Al-Shamani, and now that's Saif Alawi there for the Spuds. That ball's out of bounds. And the Spuds will take another throw in. Caden Carter there to throw it in. He looks for Tamba Ngolo. It's taken away there and up the sideline to Jackson Bluth. Bluth has it for the Warriors. It's out of bounds, and the Spuds will have a throw in.
With the ball constantly going out of bounds here, you can see them trying to rapidly switch balls, because with the snow packed up along the sideline, it's going to get stuck, and it's going to be slippery and wet, and it'll be harder to control the more the ball is hit out of bounds. So just something to keep an eye on in the game is the level of control that the players are going to have after the out of bounds compared to if it's taking a long time without any stoppage.
Jacob Hendrickson sends it out towards midfield. Now it's Jabril Guido along the near sideline for the Spuds. Defended there by Trenton Jakovic. Taken away by the Warriors. Knocked upfield there by Cooper Cousino. But it'll be out of bounds. Ruled by the side judge. Max Hodney lobs it in to Mason Allen. Now passes up to Jabril Guido. Taken away there by Jakovic. Now it's Yusuf Al-Shamani for the Spuds. Al-Shamani gets it up to Jabril Guido and has it knocked out of bounds by him. And it'll be a throw in for Brainerd as they get it in upfield. Looking for Isaiah Peterson there. And that's Jackson Bluth now for the Warriors. Throw in now for Brainerd, deflected away by Tamba Ngolo, given up to Saif Alawi. Alawi plays it upfield. He was looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani defending there in the box. There'll be a foul ruled there against Yusuf Al-Shamani, and so Brainerd will take a free kick. Just over 5 minutes into this matchup. There's been plenty of action so far. Both teams showing signs of life early in this one, as they played in their first game to a 2-2 tie. Relatively high scoring game there in terms of a soccer game. Now that pass in to Saif Alawi. Alawi over the net. Over the goalie, just wide of the net. A nice pass there up to Saif Alawi, and the goalie came out of the net there to make the stop, and he lobbed it over him, but it was just wide of the net, and so our score remains at 0.
Great chance there by Alawi, and great setup by those 4 main attacking Moorhead players as they read Brainerd pretty well and managed to get a really good chance on net.
Now it's Yusuf Al-Shamani. He sends a shot that deflects off a Warrior and has it taken in by Brandon Neifert. Now played near the far sideline there, up the middle of the field. It's James Thompson there for the Warriors. Again, up the far sideline now goes Brainerd. Tapped away there by Yusuf Muhammad. Now Tamba Ngolo plays to Mason Allen. Up the far sideline to Jabril Guido. Now will be out of bounds, and so Brainerd will have a throw in. Along the near sideline now it's Trenton Jakovic. Played there by James Thompson. Has it taken away. Now it's Tamba Ngolo for the Spuds. He carries it upfield, makes a nice through pass there to Yusuf Al-Shamani, who's able to track it down, but a sliding defender there for Brainerd. I believe that's Cooper Cousino there for the Warriors. Slides and takes it away from Al-Shamani. So Liam Weiler will come up for the throw in. Weiler sets it up and tosses it in. Now it's played off the foot of Yusuf Muhammad. Carter, you had mentioned on the throw-ins when the ball rolls into that snow, I think another thing to note is that players like Liam Weiler who maybe get a long run into their throw-in probably don't have that opportunity tonight with the snow piled up there along the edges. Moorhead will constantly use Weiler, bringing him up there from his defensive spot, and anytime they have a throw-in near the box there, it's almost like a corner kick the way he's able to lob it in there. But as we saw there, more of a low throw-in with some more power on it, but not able to get that same arc on it as he normally does, and he gets almost out to the track and lobs it in there. But with that snow along the outside of the field tonight, it's something that could affect this game, but that's the reality of playing soccer here in late October in Minnesota. Now Brainerd with a chance. That's Trenton Jakovic. He lobs it on net, deflects off the head of Yusuf Muhammad. But it'll be ruled offsides on Brainerd. So the Spuds will have a free kick.
Yeah, often you see Yusuf Muhammad coming up from that spot into the offensive zone inside of the goalie box, but today you see him make a great play inside of his own box, just using that height and his jumping ability and reading ability, and something he usually does offensively. You can weaponize that and use that for defense too.
Yeah, we don't get a height and weight on the soccer program, but I have to imagine he's somewhere around the range of 6'2", 6'3", and for a defender in soccer, that's pretty tall. And he has great leaping ability. He's able, like you said, to jump above the others and use it off his head. Now a through ball there looking for Saif Alawi. That will be scooped up by goaltender Brandon Neifert. Over 10 minutes gone here in this first half. We still play at 0-0. Yusuf Al-Shamani tries to take it in there. It'll be taken away and passed up now to Trenton Jakovic. Now along the sideline, that's out of bounds off the Warriors. And so the Spuds will take a throw in. Max Hodney throws it in. Gets it into Yusuf Al-Shamani. Now it's played back to Mason Allen. They'll be out of bounds off of him. As Coach Ben Patry appears to tell his team just to settle down a little bit here in this first half. And that pass taken away by Jabril Guido. That'll be ruled a handball on the Warriors, and so the Spuds will have a free kick.
As you just mentioned, Ben Patry telling his team to settle down, and earlier, Riley, you had mentioned about pregame jitters, although it may not, for this game especially, it may not be as obvious as you see with, obviously, this team excited for a chance to play for the section finals. It may work in different ways than jitters that people are used to.
Yep. That free kick played off the head of a Warrior defender into the hands of Brandon Neifert, and so he will punt it out near the sideline here. And Jabril Guido will watch it roll out of bounds. So the Spuds will take a throw in. But yeah, like you said, maybe those pregame jitters. Sometimes teams come out with Brainerd playing Moorhead here, a pretty familiar matchup in all sports, and two towns that are very familiar with each other. And so sometimes that energy, they have too much energy occasionally, and Ben Patry is telling his team to settle down a little bit there. They looked amped up here at the start of this match, but sometimes that can be a little result in some over-aggression. Now that's Yusuf Al-Shamani for the Spuds. He tries to play it to Caden Carter, but it'll roll out of bounds. Yusuf Al-Shamani wearing a hat tonight. Not a bad option from him, as it is chilly outside. Yusuf Muhammad there for the Spuds to launch it out near midfield. Now we played over to Trenton Jakovich. He plays it back to Cooper Cousino. Cousino to Cullen Davis, and now to Jakovich. Jakovich defended there by Guido and Mason Allen. Now it's Ben Colborn. He has it again taken away. Been taken right back by Tamba Ngolo. Ngolo over to Mason Allen. And Allen will get it to Guido on the near sideline. Guido to Ngolo. A nice give-and-go passing play by the Spuds. And now Jabril Guido in behind the defense into the box. Defended there by Cooper Cousino. He shoved to the ground, but no call there. And Guido appears to be in some pain in the box now. That'll be passed over to Mason Allen. Allen gets it over to Caden Carter. And now he'll give it back to Yusuf Muhammad. He'll play all the way back to goaltender Jacob Hendrickson, and he'll quickly get it out to Liam Weiler. Weiler gets it to Max Hodney, who plays it upfield, taken away by Cousino. Cousino will send it across the field. And Brainerd will take control along the far sideline. Now that's Isaiah Peterson there for the Warriors. He plays over to James Thompson, fired in on net, and a save made there by Jacob Hendrickson. A good shot opportunity there. That was Thompson there for the Warriors as Guido back to his feet. He makes the play there. But a nice save there by Jacob Hendrickson to wash away that Brainerd chance. Now that plays off of Caden Carter near the sideline now. Will be Jackson Bluth there. Now that's Ben Colborn for the Spuds. Has it knocked away by Adam Klecker of the Warriors, and it'll be out of bounds. And so Caden Carter will take a throw in for the Spuds.
Yeah, and that Brainerd rush there, it even started about 30 seconds even before that shot on net with the play over here on the right side, and they work it back around almost in a U shape in order to try to get it back across. And that's something you can often see from good varsity squads such as Brainerd and Moorhead and many other that are in the state this season. And they realize that they can't just hit it straight across. And in order to set up a play, you often have to go the long way around instead of just the easy and short way.
Into the game now for Moorhead is Revar Kekos as well as William Vargas. Vargas replaces Jabril Guido, so he was able to get up out of the box and maybe just still a little shaken up. He'll take a break on the bench for the Spuds. You'll see the Spuds constantly rotate players as they've done all year. Maybe not as much now as we get into playoff time with substituting in the regular season maybe to keep everyone healthy, but now as we get into playoff time, Coach Ben Patry probably wanting his best players out there as much as often, but as we've said all season, not much of a drop-off when you go to those substitutes for Moorhead, and that's what's made them good all season. Now that is Ben Colborn there for the Spuds. He makes a nice defensive play to get it, but it'll be taken right back by the Warriors. Revar Kekos there for Moorhead. He looks over to Yusuf Al-Shamani, taken away by Trenton Jakovich. Now Brainerd will have possession along the defensive line. That is Jakovich again, defended by Saif Alawi. Alawi has it deflected away and passed up to Jackson Bluth. Now Jakovich looking for Isaiah Peterson, taken away there by Max Hodney. There'll be ruled a handball there on Peterson, and so Hodney will line up the free kick for the Spuds. Hodney with a long pass over to William Vargas. Vargas plays it off to Ben Colborn. Now it's back with Max Hodney. Hodney plays it upfield, looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani. Now on the far sideline, Brainerd has possession, taken away there by Caden Carter. Now William Vargas near midfield for the Spuds. He gives off to Mason Allen. Allen plays upfield, looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani, but a nice defensive play there by Max Lelwicka. And goaltender Brandon Neifert comes out to make the play. Saif Alawi knocks it out of bounds along the near sideline, and so it'll be a Warrior throw-in. Into the game now for the Spuds is Mohammed Hussein. He will replace Yusuf Al-Shamani. He will take the middle spot in that attacking front for the Spuds. As Cousino lines up the throw in, and he'll get it in, played off the head of Alawi. Now near midfield, that's Keikos there. Now Allen gives off to Colborne, back to Liam Weiler. Weiler quickly gets it away to Caden Carter, who taps it into the air. Now that's Adam Klecker there, and he looks for Jakovic, but Saif Alawi back to make the defensive play. And there'll be a foul there on the Warriors, and the Spuds will have another free kick. Hodney again there to take the free kick for the Spuds. One thing to note with Max Hodney playing defense tonight is he is typically the corner kick taker for this Spuds team. I don't know if that affects if he takes those corner kicks or not. We'll have to see when they do, in fact, get a corner kick. We've also seen Revar Keikos take corner kicks for the Spuds. But this might be a sign of things to come as Max Hodney is up from his defensive position to take the free kick here for the Spuds. He will launch it into the box, play it off the head of Liam Weiler there. And now back out. And Weiler will try and get it back in near the Brainerd goal, unable to do so. Now Brainerd has it along the far sideline. Brainerd on the counterattack. Liam Weiler back to make the play. That'll be just wide of the net. That was Cruz Magazzini there for the Warriors as goaltender Jacob Hendrickson rushed out of his net to make the play. And Magazzini missed the net wide. And it results in a goal kick for the Spuds. So you've seen both teams now with a chance with the goaltender out of the net and trying to tap it over the top of his head and make the play. But unable to do so as they both missed the net wide. Our score remains at 0 here in this first half. That's William Vargas. He has it taken away for the Spuds. Now that's played upfield, deflected by Max Hodney. Now that's Revar Keikos. He'll have it taken away by Klecker. Now played upfield again by the Warriors. Now Isaiah Peterson is fouled there by Liam Weiler, so as Coach Ben Patry said in their first matchup, Brainerd able to score on some set pieces. They will have a great chance here on this free kick just outside of the Moorhead box. And a chance to take a 1-0 lead here in this first half. We are just past the midway point here in this opening half of play. Again, Section 8AA semifinal between the Brainerd Warriors and the Moorhead Spuds. Moorhead forms their wall in front of goaltender Jacob Hendrickson, and now the free kick is in. Tries to go under the wall, and it'll be wide of the net. Not sure if he's trying to go under or around, but either way, it'll be out of bounds. So the Spuds able to come away there without surrendering a goal. And this game remains tied at 0-0. I believe that was Adam Klecker there on the free kick for the Warriors. Tough to make out the number, but I believe that was number 7, Klecker there, taking the free kick. Mason Allen taps it over to Revar Keikos. I don't know the exact stats for this team, but I have to imagine Keikos is up there in assists this year. They don't track every game who gets the goals and who gets the assists, but I have to imagine Keikos is right up there. So you constantly see him play the ball through to his forwards from his midfield position as Mason Allen tries to do just that, get it through to Muhammad Hussein, has it taken away. Now Allen tries to get to Revar Keikos, and now it will be Jakovic along the near sideline. Defended there. That is Mohamed Namouk into the game for the Spuds. He's there on the defensive play to tap it away from Jakovic and out of bounds, and Cooper Cousino will come up and take throw-in. Carter, we did that game last week on the girls' side between Brainerd and Moorhead, and same two teams out here tonight, and this one looks awfully similar to what that one was last week, with Brainerd winning 1-0, just getting that one goal. How big do you think it'll be tonight for whoever is able to score first and the momentum that that'll carry throughout this game?
Well, obviously the first goal is always huge, and no matter if it's a 1-0 victory or a 4-0 victory, it can either be elating for one team and conversely deflating for the other team. So even if it's like we saw in the girls, 1-0 victory, the first goal will be huge. Even if it's a 4-0 victory, the goal will be the same. It's always important and obviously a big factor in the game if you get the first goal.
Yeah, nice play there by Yusuf Muhammad running back to his defensive position to kick it out of bounds and force a Brainerd throw-in. But we had talked last week during the girls' game, and we thought maybe whoever got the first goal wouldn't decide that game, and we were dead wrong on that one. That goal did decide the game in that 1-0 victory for Brainerd. But again, you see both teams with chances tonight as we go back and forth. You hate to say it again, but I feel like one goal might not decide this one. But in playoff soccer, anything can happen, and that will be deflected out of bounds off of goaltender Jacob Hendrickson. And so Brainerd will have a corner kick, just as Ben Patry talked about again. Brainerd scoring on those set pieces in the first matchup. We just saw a free kick off a set piece go out of bounds, but Moorhead playing with fire here, giving Brainerd another opportunity on a corner kick set piece here. They will launch a low corner kick in, deflected away by William Vargas, and now launched into the box. A good opportunity there, just wide of the net for the Warriors. That was A.C. Borowicz, number 19 there for the Warriors as he hit it just wide of the net. A golden scoring chance there for Brainerd, but once again our score remains at 0. We saw the Spuds come out with some offensive fire, getting some early chances in the game, but they have yet to do much since. It's been pretty much all Brainerd, having Moorhead back on their heels. As back into the game now for the Spuds is number 18, Mohamed Namouk. Namouk will just move over to the right side. Jabril Guido re-enters the match for the Spuds and promptly gets the ball on his feet along the near sideline. Guido sends a nice pass over to Rivar Keikos. Now Keikos will look for an open man. He'll find him. That's Caden Carter along the far sideline. He'll play up to Mohamed Namouk, and he gets it over to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani tries to make a move, gets in the box there. He passes. And now it's taken in by Jabril Guido. Guido stops, tries to start again. Has it defended there well by Noel Robertson, but it'll be out of bounds, and so there'll be a Spud Boosters corner kick now for Moorhead. We talked about set pieces being an advantage in this one, maybe for both squads, and so now Brainerd unable to capitalize on their corner kick. We'll see if Moorhead is able to on this one. As it is Max Hodney indeed there to take the corner kick. He will launch a high kick into the box. Tapped away by Brainerd there, and now will be booted out. Deflected there by Ben Colborn. Now Brainerd with it along the far sideline. Brainerd's done a nice job tonight of taking the Moorhead attack and counter-attack, and now we've seen a couple times them able to get good chances off that. The most recent time, Yusuf Muhammad able to get back and knock it out of bounds. But as we've talked all year, Carter, Moorhead not afraid to bring up their defenders on those corner kick opportunities, and we said against Elk River, no one's really beat them on it yet and given them a reason not to move those defenders up, but it seems like Brainerd might have that idea tonight. Now that's Max Hodney there, taking it away for the Spuds. Hodney plays it, tries to get it to Jabril Guido, and he'll roll out of bounds. And Cousino will take a throw in for the Warriors.
Hey, you mentioned there with Moorhead bringing up their defenders. You have to wonder if that might be the main reason that Brainerd is trying to get such a quick attack up the wing is bring up both Hodney now from him moving back to a defense but still taking those corner kicks and moving up defensemen like Yusuf Muhammad. That only leaves maybe 2 or 3 players back, and if you have enough faith in your defense that they'll get it up there, he can get a rush the other way where the defense is outnumbered, and it'll be hard to stop him.
Yusuf Al-Shamani sets up a shot there, deflected away by Cooper Cousino, as we just talked about Moorhead not having very many chances. They come back with a few chances now on their end. That pass from Keikos into Tamba Ngolo, he is ruled offsides, and so the Warriors will take a free kick. We talked about how important that first goal could be It'll be interesting to see how if Moorhead maybe does get that first goal, if that changes the way they approach their corner kicks at all. Brainerd already getting some good chances tonight from those counterattacks. Maybe Moorhead doesn't move up all their defenders on their corner kicks and plays it a little more conservative. But in that win over Elk River in the quarterfinals, they got up 1-0 and then even 2-0 and didn't really change the way they played at all. So I kind of get the sense that Moorhead will stick to their ways, but maybe in the semifinal here the attitude will be different. Only time will tell for that one. Yusuf Al-Shamani now for the Spuds. He tries to get it over to Jabril Guido. Nice play there made by Guido to slip it between the legs of a Brainerd defender. Now Keikos gets it over to Ben Colborn. Colborn will fire a shot over the net and wide. It will be out of bounds for a Warrior goal kick. We are approaching the 10-minute mark here in this first half. It's been an action-packed first half. A goal has not been scored yet by either team. We've had chances back and forth for both sides. And it's clear that whoever wins this one tonight will have earned their way to a Section 8 AA final appearance, as it usually is here in playoff times. If you want to win, you're going to have to play your best soccer. And we're seeing that tonight, both teams on top of their games. Now that's along the far sideline there for Brainerd. Taken away now. And that's Saif Alawi for the Spuds. He tries to make a move, but taken away there by Cousino of the Warriors. Now a pass upfield for Adam Klecker. He will carry it past midfield for the Warriors. Again on that counterattack, but a nice play there by Max Hodney to get the long touch there from Klecker and come up and intercept it. A foul there on Moorhead's Tamba Ngolo. He got tangled up with Adam Klecker of the Warriors, and so Brainerd will take a free kick. The Warriors will set up this free kick as the clock sits at 10-10 and counting here in this first half. The free kick lobbed into the box, played off the head there of Yusuf Muhammad. He does that so well. And we see it again there in that one. Yusuf Al-Shamani back defending now for the Spuds. Played up the far sideline for Brainerd. Al-Shamani trying to make the play. That's Rivar Keikos. Nice little spin move there from him. Keikos looking to get it through to Jabril Guido, unable to do so, but he has it right back. His shot deflected there by a Warrior defender. Now Saif Alawi with it for the Spuds. His shot will be just wide of the net, and they'll be out of bounds, and so Brainerd will take a goal kick.
Yeah, you mentioned there with a little bit earlier in the broadcast of Rivar Keikos being such a great teammate and probably leading this team in assists, as we don't have the official stats up here, but as you had mentioned, he's probably way up there for assists and using his offensive finesse and abilities and getting it over for a great chance for Moorhead.
Now it's Mason Allen. He gets it over to Tamba Ngolo. Nice play by him to get it over to Rivar Keikos. Keikos carries up the far sideline and plays off to Caden Carter. Carter right back to Keikos, and he gets it through to Yusuf Al-Shamani, who finds Saif Alawi. Some nice passing there from the Spuds, and it results in a throw-in as that ball deflects off of Brainerd out of bounds. I was down on the field during warm-ups, and I saw the Spuds doing a similar drill to that, kind of in triangles working passing, and that's something they do so well, and you see it on display there. And now Liam Weiler, like we said, the snow piles along the sideline there. He goes into the snow that time to line up his throw-in. It appears as if the snow might be a little closer to the sideline on that far side compared to the near side here. His throw-in into the box, deflected away by a Warrior. Couldn't make out who it is. A lot of bodies in there for both squads, and Weiler will take another throw-in for the Spuds. Weiler this time sends a long arching throw-in into the box off the head of his fellow defensive partner Yusuf Muhammad. He'll be out of bounds for a Brainerd goal kick. Goaltender Brandon Neifert will line up the goal kick for the Warriors. He will send it upfield. Now that's Caden Carter for the Spuds. Mason Allen gets it back to Max Hodney. Hodney has Jakovic right on him. He quickly gets it away to Jabril Guido. Guido carries towards the middle of the field looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani, and now that'll be Rivar Keikos for the Spuds. He looks for Saif Alawi. He has it taken away. Now that ball will be booted out of bounds, and Caden Carter will take the throw in for Moorhead. Caden Carter gets it in to Yusuf Al-Shamani. He looks for Saif Alawi along the far sideline. Will be out of bounds. We mentioned in our last broadcast, but Saif Alawi, of course, is the kicker for the Moorhead Spud football team. He was, again, a busy man last Friday night as Moorhead rolled to another 42-0 victory over Alexandria. We had that game, of course, for you on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. That was an exciting one from start to finish for Spud fans. They will continue play this Friday in Sartell on Spuds TV. Play there by Weiler, and now that's deflected away by Yusuf Muhammad. Brainerd with a good chance there as goaltender Jacob Hendrickson found himself out of his net. Liam Weiler able to extend and make the play, and then Yusuf Muhammad able to take it off the foot of James Thompson there. Now the Warriors will have the ball back again. Max Hodney swings and misses on his attempt to knock it away, and now that crossing attempt from Noel Robertson will get all the way through the box. And now Rivar Keikos there for the Spuds, able to tap it away and out of bounds for a Brainerd throw-in.
Yeah, those Moorhead defenders are looking pretty solid tonight with solid plays all the way across the board from all four of them, and especially that most recent one from both Muhammad and especially Weiler with the sliding attempt at knocking away the ball, and he managed to make contact enough for Yusuf Muhammad to end up getting it away.
That throw in into the box deflected off a Brainerd head and out of bounds. And so the Spuds will take a goal kick. Now that goal kick played into Max Hodney. Another big difference between these teams, if you notice on the goal kicks, Moorhead is content to have their defenders back near goaltender Jacob Hendrickson. He'll oftentimes just play it in on the ground to them, where Brainerd will push their defenders up near about the 30-yard line on the football field, and they'll try and get the ball up more quickly off their goal kick. That'll be a sliding Saif Alawi there for the Spuds to knock it out of bounds, and the Warriors will get a throw-in. That throw-in now tapped away there by Max Hodney. Now Liam Weiler deflects that pass. There'll be a foul ruled there against Moorhead's Tamba Ngolo. On the pass there, deflected by Weiler. That was Noel Robertson, who was taken out by Ngolo, and so the Warriors will have another free kick opportunity. This clock sits at about 4 minutes and counting in this first half. That is Klecker there on the free kick opportunity, just over the top of the net. Goaltender Jacob Hendrickson leaped up, and it was just out of his reach, and it was over the crossbar. And so it'll be out of bounds, and the Spuds will take a goal kick. But again, we mentioned Brainerd capitalizing on those set pieces in their game in Brainerd that resulted in the tie. If you're Moorhead, you hate to keep giving them opportunities on those set pieces like we've seen in this first half. I'm sure it'll be a point of interest talked about at halftime by Coach Ben Patry to try and limit those opportunities for Brainerd. They've proven they will take advantage. Now that's Adam Klecker there, and he plays it upfield to James Thompson. Thompson gets it through, and goaltender Jacob Hendrickson is there to scoop it up for the Spuds. But in a game so evenly matched between these two teams where they've had chances both sides but not able to capitalize, oftentimes it is those set pieces that result in either winning or losing a game, with kind of evening out the playing field on those set pieces and getting everyone in the box there for both teams. You just need one lucky bounce either way. You can get a goal on the board. Now that shot in on net, just over the top of goaltender Hendrickson, off the crossbar. And now that's played out to Yusuf Al-Shamani. He will get it over to looking for Jabril Guido, and that will roll out of bounds. Excellent scoring chance there for the Warriors. That was Robertson again on the shot. Got over the fingertips of goaltender Hendrickson and was played off the crossbar. I wasn't sure if it was off the soccer net crossbar or the field goal post that sits right behind it, but clearly it was off the soccer crossbar there. Another chance now for Brainerd. That pass will be taken away by a sliding Jacob Hendrickson as Robertson looked for Jakovic there in the box there near the corner. Now it's Jabril Guido defending for the Spuds. He's able to tap it away, but just for a moment, and now it's back with Jakovic and the Warriors. He's defended there by Yusuf Al-Shamani. Now Mason Allen with the play, gets it to Tamba Ngolo. Sends it over his head. Now Ngolo gets it back, and he is fouled there by James Thompson of the Warriors, and so the Spuds will line up a free kick. Just over a minute to go here in what has been an exciting first half. Chances both sides. Maybe Brainerd getting a couple more chances than the Spuds, but either way it's been a back and forth battle here in this first half, as we could have expected from two undefeated squads that tied in their first matchup. This is exactly what you would expect. If you were tuning in tonight looking for a good matchup, you have found it. The clock under a minute, 40 seconds and counting. Spuds take a throw in. Now that shot will be out of bounds. That's Tamba Ngolo there for the Spuds. His shot will roll out the end line, and the Warriors will take a goal kick. Maybe time for the Warriors to get one more chance here before the end of the first half with 20 seconds left on the clock. They'll get it out near midfield. Now defended there by Caden Carter and Mason Allen. Tamba Ngolo there for the Spuds. He tries to get to Revar Keiko, so he'll be taken away by Cooper Cousino. And that will be the end of the first half. So we go to our halftime break with our score, Moorhead 0 and Brainerd 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with more second half action from Section 8AA semifinal boys soccer.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Well, it was just an idea popped in my head when I was jogging with my mom, and then it just all pieced together after we thought of that. And it was perfect timing because Moorhead Youth Hockey was thinking of it too, so it was just a good idea. donate it to Moorhead Youth Hockey because my great-grandpa donated to Moorhead Hockey, and I think it'd just be really nice for all the money that we raised. That he sat in the same spot at every single Moorhead high school hockey game for over 30 years.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
We welcome you back now for the second half of Section 8AA semifinal boys soccer action between two undefeated squads, the Brainerd Warriors and your Moorhead Spuds. We played to a 0-0 tie in the first half. We open up this second half here shortly from Jim Goda Stadium on a chilly October evening. Again, the winner of this matchup will take on the winner of Maple Grove and St. Michael Albertville. And the music is still playing here as we begin the half, now finally shut off. Well, now we are beginning play here in this second half, of course, between Brainerd and Moorhead. Now it's played up to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Usually I fill you in on a scoring summary from the first half, but of course no scoring being done by either team in the first half. That rolls out of bounds, and Jabril Guido will take a throw in for the Spuds. Again, that game, the winner of this will play either on Friday or Saturday. Again, if St. Michael Albertville is to win, one of these two teams will host that section final matchup, and if Maple Grove is to win, being the number 1 seed, they will get to host the section final. That's played upfield now by Brainerd to James Thompson. He tries to get it over, deflected away by Ben Colborn. Now knocked away. Now taken upfield by William Vargas, given off to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani plays it over to Max Hodney, and he'll get it back. That's Mason Allen who plays it across field. Looking for Saif Alawi, and they'll be out of bounds, and the Spuds will have a throw-in.
As you can see, this half starting much like the other one, where there's just rushes both ways and not much being played between both zones, and about that neutral zone between right about the 30-yard lines on the football field. So both teams eager to get that first goal.
Yeah, something to note here as we get in this second half is it appears Moorhead has switched a bit of their formation around. William Vargas starts this second half in place of Tamba Ngolo, who was in the original starting lineup. And it appears as if they're going with just 3 defensemen along the back line now, with Yusuf Muhammad, Liam Weiler, and Caden Carter. And now Max Hodney moving back up to his usual place, playing in the midfield area. Maybe a move there by Ben Praetry to try and get some more offense. Mason Allen's shot fired in and scooped up by goalie Brandon Neifert. But it's definitely something to keep our eye on here in this second half. And we'll see how that affects maybe the way Brainerd tries to attack this Moorhead team, and if it affects the way that the Moorhead offense is able to get going, or how well their midfielders are able to get back and help just the 3 defensemen back in there now. It'd also be interesting to see how long Ben Praetry keeps the formation like this, or if he decides to switch it up and go back to his usual 4 defensemen along the back line. Halftime adjustments are always a key in big playoff matchups such as this one, and that is one that could go a long way in deciding the outcome of this match. Now that's William Vargas for the Spuds. He taps it over to Mason Allen. He has a nifty pass there to Jabril Guido, taken away by the Warriors. Now on the far sideline there, that is Jakovic for the Warriors. It'll be out of bounds, and the Warriors will take a throw-in. That throw-in into Jakovic there along the sideline, tapped away there by Yusuf Muhammad. Now played upfield. Defended there by Max Hodney. Now back over to Jakovic. Jakovic has it roll out of bounds. And so Saif Alawi will take the throw in for the Spuds. Alawi tries to get it upfield to Yusuf Al-Shamani. It'll be out of bounds there off of Cooper Cousino. And the Spuds will get another throw in.
You saw there with that attempted pass from the defense side of Moorhead up to the wing up there. While Patriot may have changed around his defense, he definitely didn't change his tried and true strategy of just throwing his wingers up the side and using their speed to create more chances for this team.
Now you saw another chance there with Saif Alawi going up the sideline using his speed, but now Brainerd has it back. Yusuf Muhammad is able to track it down there for the Spuds, and he'll play it upfield to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani looks for Jabril Guido, and Jabril Guido takes it upfield, makes a nice move to get past a Brainerd defender now to Saif Alawi, who taps it back to Guido, and now it's William Vargas. Vargas plays it in towards the middle of the box, and now played back out near midfield. There'll be a foul there on Caden Carter as he defended against Isaiah Peterson. A nice passing play, though, by those Moorhead forwards between Al-Shamani, Alawi, and Guido. We've seen all of them with the ability to fire shots in and score, but I think this game might come down to who's willing to share the ball more and get easy, wide-open chances. These defenses are proving to be able to be up to the task this evening. I think all it's going to take is just one nice play to get a chance between just the forward and the goalie. And we'll see whoever's able to do that first between Brainerd or Moorhead. As the Warriors take the throw in now into the box, deflected away by Liam Weiler, now launched over the net. That was Trenton Jakovic there who put it over the net and off the field goal post there back into play. Now the goal kick there just tapped away by Hendrickson to Yusuf Muhammad, who gets it out near midfield. Now played off the head of Caden Carter out to Mason Allen. He'll get it to William Vargas. Vargas takes it upfield, has it knocked away there, but taken back by Mason Allen. Now Jabril Guido trying to get in on the Brainerd defense there. It'll be back to William Vargas. Vargas makes a nice move, and he'll pass over to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani has his dribble taken away there by a sliding Adam Klecker. And that'll be Max Hodney there for the Spuds. Hodney plays it through, looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani. He will be able to find him. Al-Shamani has it tapped away by the Brainerd defender, and the Spuds will take a Spud Boosters corner kick. One thing to note with that lineup change is essentially just taking out Tamba Ngolo and replacing him with William Vargas. One thing you're going to get from that is speed, and Vargas is full of it. As now Max Hodney lines up the corner kick into the box over the top of everyone, and now taken in by Yusuf Al-Shamani on the other corner. Al-Shamani makes a move there, tries to get by one defender, and he's able to, but can't get by the second one. And now that'll be out of bounds off the Warriors. But Al-Shamani will be ruled a foul there on him, and so the Warriors will get a free kick. So a good scoring opportunity there for the Spuds on the corner kick. But it'll result in a Brainerd free kick after the corner kick went over the top of everybody's head. It's Jeremy Duff there to take the free kick for the Warriors. Will be knocked out of bounds by William Vargas. And the Warriors will get a throw-in. Duff's throw-in played off the head of Vargas. And now to Mason Allen. Allen has it knocked away by Klecker. And now that's Max Hodney. Hodney makes a nice move there and gets it up to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani will set up the attack, and he looks for Saif Alawi. It's too strong for him, taken away by Cooper Cousino. Cousino plays it upfield. And now that'll be with deflected off Ben Colborn for a moment. Now that's Noel Robertson with it for the Warriors. He will give off to Jakovic, who plays it into the box, and Jacob Hendrickson is there to scoop it up on a bounce, and he will quickly roll it out. Looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani. That'll be played now near the middle of the field. Intercepted there by William Vargas. Vargas takes it up the near sideline. He passes it off to Jabril Guido. Guido stops, makes a move, tries to split through the defenders. He's taken down by Jeremy Duff, and so the Spuds will have a free kick. Max Hodney's there to line it up for the Spuds. It'll be on about the 22-yard line of the football field. Just about 10 minutes gone in this second half. Hodney's free kick into the box, played off the head there, off the goalie of Brainerd. Now the ball in the middle of a scrum there, and it'll be out of bounds. Off of Moorhead. A great scoring chance there for the Spuds. It deflected off of goalie Brandon Neifert in there for the Warriors. Nice play made there by him, and then the ball's kind of in the scrum of some bodies from both teams, and it results in a goal kick for the Warriors. But another great chance there for the Spuds, and again we see those set pieces coming into play. That'll be out of bounds. Excuse me, coming off the field is Saif Alawi. He'll be replaced by Mohammed Namouk. Taking the throw in now for the Spuds will be Max Hodney. And they'll be out of bounds off the Spuds. And the Warriors will have a throw in. Mason Allen there to take that pass away. And now it's Jabril Guido for the Spuds. And he'll play it back to Caden Carter. Caden Carter has it. He looks upfield. Pass is taken away there by A.C. Borowicz. Now that's Ben Colborn. He tries to play upfield to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Colborn gets it back for the Spuds. Jabril Guido taps it over to Al-Shamani, and he'll get it right back to Guido. Guido tries to get it to Al-Shamani again. And now it's Max Hodney. He gives it right back to Mohammed Namouk. And then knocked away there by Cooper Cousino. Along the far sideline now, Hodney defends there for the Spuds. And they'll be ruled a foul there on Max Hodney, and so the Warriors will have a free kick along the far sideline.
You're seeing almost all game with Moorhead's give and goes, so that's something you normally don't see during the regular season from them. And if they do, it's on a chance where they know that they will get a great shot on net with it. But you have to wonder if Coach Ben Patry has seen something with his Brainerd defense that he's told his players to give and go in order to get around him.
Close call there for goalie Jacob Hendricks. I'm not sure if it would have gotten into the net, but it slipped out of his hands there for just a moment. He was able to corral it before it got over the end line. It would have been a corner kick for the Warriors. But yeah, like you said, Carter, Moorhead doing a great job of the give and go passing tonight. That's something that they've been able to do all evening. They haven't scored a goal off it yet, but they've got some great chances. Now a takeaway there by the Warriors, but tapped out of bounds by Ben Colborn, and the Spud defense will be able to set up as Brainerd takes a throw in. Maybe that's another reason that William Vargas is in here to start this second half. The ability to get it up to those forwards and then have them tap it right back to him as he runs up from his defensive midfield spot. We've seen him play forward all year for the Spuds, and now Vargas will let it roll out of bounds for a throw-in. That deflects off a couple Warriors, and now taken in along the near sideline. Deflected out towards the middle of the field. And now that'll be played back to Jeremy Duff. Duff gets it all the way across to Cooper Cousino. And Cousino will lob it in, played off the head there of William Vargas. Now that's Logan Carlson there for the Warriors. He fights with Mason Allen, a foul called on Mason Allen. And so the Warriors will have another free kick. Jeremy Duff there to take the free kick for Brainerd. As Brainerd moves some players up the field, maybe sensing an opportunity to score here and get on the board as Duff's free kick is lobbed in. It is a short kick. That's Along the far sideline there, Max Hodney has it deflected off of a Brainerd player, and it'll be out of bounds. Brainerd coach is screaming for a foul in the box and maybe a penalty kick opportunity, but the referee has no call there. And so we play on with Moorhead getting another throw in. Now that's in to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani makes a move to get past a defender. He tries to play over to Mohamed Namouk. Namouk along the far sideline gets back to Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani in the box now, makes a move around a defender. His crossing attempt is too strong. It'll be chased down by Jabril Guido. Guido able to keep it in bounds. And now that's William Vargas again for the Spuds. His either shot or pass attempt could have been really either. Will roll out of bounds, and the Warriors will take a goal kick.
Starting with that rush up the side by Moorhead, almost playing winger, and then the pass back across in the U shape that we've often seen in this game, with both teams realizing that in order to get a chance, you may have to work more than you normally would during the season, since both of these soccer teams are very good, as evidenced by both of them one game away from being in the finals.
A foul there called on Brainerd, and so the Spuds will have a free kick opportunity. Just saw the Warriors with a free kick opportunity. Now will be the Spuds from about the same spot on the field. And Max Hodney is there to line it up for Moorhead. Hodney puts the arm in the air and launches the free kick into the box. It'll be played off the head there of a Moorhead defender, Liam Weiler, into the back of the net. As we talked about the set pieces all night long, Carter, Moorhead using their defenders to get up into the box. It will be senior defender Liam Weiler on the goal for the Spuds. And that gives them the 1-0 lead here in this second half. Almost halfway through this second half, the Spuds take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as you notice there, Liam Weiler obviously coming up from that defensive spot, something you've often seen Yusuf Mohammed do, and even Liam Weiler showing that he can do it too. And something else you have to notice is, if you've seen from, it's a little bit harder to see from our camera angle, but Max Hodney has been curving the shots to his right on almost every single free kick he's gotten, and this one he just sails straight into the net, so that might have thrown off the Brainerd defenders, thinking it was going to go away and maybe the winger or another forward is going to hit it in, but Liam Weiler reads it perfectly and manages to put Moorhead on the board.
Yeah, Carter, and then something to note is just after that goal went in, we saw Moorhead immediately make a substitution to get Tamba and Golo back on the field and take out William Vargas, and they've moved back to that 4-person defensive back line. Now Max Hodney moving back to a defensive position back there for the Spuds. But now Brainerd comes back with a chance of their own here on the corner kick. If you're Moorhead, this is definitely something you can't have. You finally get that goal on the board. You'd hate to see Brainerd come back and have an opportunity to score here. And goaltender Jacob Hendrickson with a diving save there as it deflected out off the corner kick. Deflected back into the box now, and Jacob Hendrickson leaps into the air and makes the stop. So a flurry of action there, as we've seen both teams usually on their corner kicks line up everyone near the goal and try and launch it in for a header attempt. That time they play it back and have a low grounded shot from about the top of the box, and goaltender Hendrickson up to the task, makes a diving save to keep this game at 1-0 just after the Spuds got that goal from Liam Weiler. A big save there by Hendrickson to kind of calm his team down and let them set up defensively as they try and close out the last 20 minutes of this second half and move on to that section final matchup. But that is a long ways away from now. And Moorhead still has a lot of soccer to play, and this Brainerd team has proven that they are a formidable force, and they've had chances all night long. I'm sure we'll see just a few more before this game winds down to an end. The question will just be if they are able to capitalize on their opportunities. As Moorhead has a throw in now, it's Caden Carter for the Spuds. He gets it in, deflects off Saif Alawi, and then deflects off of Tamba and Golo. Alawi fights there along the sideline with Jeremy Duff. It'll be out of bounds off of Alawi. It'll be actually ruled off of Duff, And so the Spuds will get a throw in. Saif Alawi there to take it. He gets it into Caden Carter. Carter over to Saif Alawi. Alawi with a nifty move there, and there'll be a foul ruled on Isaiah Peterson of the Warriors. And Max Hodney will take a free kick. We just saw Moorhead score on a free kick opportunity. Well, Max Hodney will see if he can do it again as he lines it up and fires it in the box. This time will be taken in by goaltender Brandon Neifert. And Max Hodney will hustle back to his left defensive position there. Ran all the way from the right side of the field, deep in Brainerd territory. Comes back to the left side. That shot taken in by Jacob Hendrickson. A long run there by Max Hodney. And he's playing a big role tonight for these Spuds, taking that free kick, getting the assist on the goal, and giving Coach Ben Patry the flexibility to move him around from midfield to defense. As you see Tamba Ngolo in the game now, he has the ability to play a midfield role for these Spuds. We talked about the depth all year, and we're really seeing it now in playoff time. So now that's Saif Alawi there for Moorhead. He fights there with Jeremy Duff of the Warriors. And that pass taken away by Ben Colborn, played upfield to Saif Alawi. Alawi has it taken away and taps near the middle of the field. Now Tamba Ngolo gets it over to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani tries to make a move, but Logan Carlson is there for the Warriors. Now Brainerd carries it up near past midfield, actually, taken away there by Max Hodney. And now Hodney will move it upfield. All the way back to goaltender Brandon Neifert now, and his pass will be out of bounds, and Max Hodney will take the throw-in. Hodney's throw-in as he looks for Jabril Guido. Now that's Yusuf Al-Shamani there, and it'll be tapped out of bounds by Logan Carlson, and so we'll have another Spud Boosters corner kick. Max Hodney up to take it for the Spuds. We're over the midway point here in this second half. 18:50 and counting on the game clock. Your Spuds leading 1-0 and have another opportunity here on this corner kick. Hodney lines it up and lobs it in. Whistle blows. It'll be ruled a foul on Moorhead. So the Warriors will get a free kick. May have been an offside call rather on Moorhead, but either way a free kick for the Warriors in their box. Oh, that's Adam Klecker there for Brainerd. Now Jabril Guido along the far sideline. Guido carries it upfield. Now it'll be raced after, taken in eventually by Ben Colborn for the Spuds. Now goaltender Neifert will come out of his net, not able to track it down before it got to the edge of the box there, but he'll just tap it back into the box and is able to pick it up. And we'll punt it out and get it out near midfield. Now that's Max Hodney there. He taps it up, but taken away by Logan Carlson. Now Hodney again. Gives up to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani makes a nice move there. Gives off to Jabril Guido. Guido tries to get it through. Now Brainerd with possession. Warriors carry it up the far sideline. Taken away again by Hodney. Now Hodney plays it over to Jabril Guido, and he'll look for Tamba Ngolo. He quickly tries to get it upfield to a streaking Saif Alawi, and that'll be taken away there by Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani along the near sideline for the Spuds. He's being defended there by Duff. Now it's Saif Alawi. He carries in. He fires a shot on. Looking to fire a shot on net. It'll be out of bounds. And the Warriors will have a goal kick. A nice opportunity there for Saif Alawi. Unable to get that shot off clean, though, being defended by Brainerd. And now back into the game for the Spuds will be number 16, Mohammed Hussein, as well as number 17, Revar Keikos.
Stepping in for the Spuds, number 16, Mohammed Hussein, and number 17, Revar Keikos.
Carter, at what point do you think Brainerd needs to really start putting pedal to the metal here and trying to get a goal here? There's 16 minutes left in this match. They've been able to get chances all night, unable to capitalize. At what point do you think we'll see a drastic change from them? They try and get a goal here before the end of the match.
Well, it's got to be soon. You can't wait too late, and before you know it, it's 2 minutes left, and you still haven't gotten very many offensive opportunities. So I'd probably start looking around the 10 to 15 minute mark. So coming up here pretty soon, they're most likely going to make an adjustment like Moorhead just did in the beginning of it, and less defenders and more attackers.
Yeah, certainly you see in maybe a hockey game, they pull the goalie, not something you do in soccer, but definitely can change the way you attack the other team, move more people up to that attacking position. A shot on net there, saved by Jacob Hendrickson. A nice save there by Hendrickson. The shot coming from Isaiah Peterson. Got to think Hendrickson will play a huge role here down the stretch for the Spuds, and if they want to have an opportunity to play in that section final game, he is going to play a big part of it to fend off these Warriors here tonight at Jim Goda Stadium. Now that's played into Isaiah Peterson. Now that shot just wide of the net. A nice shot there from Logan Carlson. Jacob Hendrickson leapt up, was unable to make the save, but I think he knew it was getting wide of the net, and so he let it go. And the Spuds will take a goal kick. Hendrickson taps it into Yusuf Mohammed, and he will get it away out of bounds there off of Trenton Jakovic. And Max Hodney will take the throw in for the Spuds. Now Jakovic again for the Warriors. He carries upfield, deflects off of Ben Colborn, and the Warriors will have a throw-in.
If you notice there, Brainerd sending up a defenseman there, so that offensive crusade is coming in right now with about 13:55 and counting on this clock.
A shot from Logan Carlson there just off the top of the crossbar. He's had a couple nice opportunities here in this second half. He sent a laser in past goaltender Jacob Hendrickson, but it was off the crossbar, and Brainerd thought they maybe had the winning ticket there to tie this game up at 1, as you see William Vargas in to replace Jabril Guido with 13:30 and counting here to play in this section semifinal matchup. Saif Alawi gets it upfield. He's looking for his teammate Mohammed Hussein. That's goaltender out of his box there and able to tap it out of bounds. That's Brendan Neifert out of the box, and he's able to get it away. Or else Hussein would have had a wide open net. Caden Carter up to take the throw in for the Spuds. And he will get it into Mason Allen. Mason Allen taps it up to Saif Alawi. That'll be out of bounds off of Jeremy Duff, and so the Spuds will have another throw in. Caden Carter again there to take it for the Spuds. He plays into Revar Keikos. Keikos tries to get it across field, deflects there off of Isaiah Peterson. And now played upfield back with Peterson now of the Warriors. Yusuf Mohammed able to tap it away there for the Spuds. Now Carlson launches it into the air, played off the head of Caden Carter as he fights there with Adam Klecker. Klecker able to come up with it. Tapped away there by Ben Colborn, and now Revar Keikos gets it over to William Vargas. Now it's back with Peterson, tapped away again by Caden Carter, up to Saif Alawi. Alawi plays it up the near sideline, looking for Mohammed Hussein. That'll be out of bounds off of Max Lelwicka, and so the Spuds will get a throw-in. Back into the match now for the Spuds will be Yusuf Al-Shamani.
Entering the match for Moorhead, number 10, Yusuf Al-Shamani.
And now that is Mason Allen there to take the throw in for Moorhead. Mason Allen gets it in. Has it tapped away there upfield. Now taken in by Isaiah Peterson. Now that's Cousino. He was looking for Jakovic. It'll be out of bounds, and the Spuds will get a throw in. Moorhead has a throw in there. They get it in. An update from Maple Grove. They just scored to make it 1-0 in that matchup over the St. Michael Albertville Knights, as they play in the second half in that one. We've got a good one brewing here in Moorhead. The Spuds lead 1-0 late here in the second half. Rivar Keikos now for the Spuds. He tries to get it over to Muhammad Hussein, but they're not on the same page, and it'll be out of bounds, and the Warriors will get a throw in. The Warriors will make a substitution, so they will have to hold off on the throw-in for just a moment. It is Jeremy Duff there to throw it in for them. Duff gets it into Klecker. And now that'll be a foul there on Rivar Keikos. And so the Warriors will set up a free kick. That's Jeremy Duff there again for the Warriors. He sets up the free kick. And now Duff lobs the free kick into the box. A bunch of bodies in there, played off the head. A diving stop made by goaltender Jacob Hendrickson. A nice play by him as a Warrior went flying into the net, and Hendrickson able to dive and make the play there and tap it away. And it'll result in a throw-in for the Warriors. Chances don't get any closer than that for the Warriors. Plays off the head now of a couple. Spuds in, Warriors through everyone, and now tapped out to Moorhead's Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani will get it upfield and play past midfield now. Makes a move there on Cooper Cousino, and there'll be a foul there on Cousino. And it will be a free kick for the Spuds. A couple of nice plays there by goalie Jacob Hendrickson. That shot came in on net there from the free kick. He was able to dive before hitting the post there as one of the Brainerd players went flying into the net trying to tap that one home. Hendrickson able to tap it away, and the Spuds able to knock it away for a throw-in. Then Brainerd, amongst all the chaos, tried to get a throw-in in quickly, tapped off a couple of heads, went over just about everyone past the far post there of the net. Brainerd had a man home, would have been an easy goal there. But Moorhead remains up 1-0. I think Brainerd could look back at that at the end of this one as maybe one of their best chances of the night. They've had chance after chance, though, here in this second half. Whether it be a great defensive play by Moorhead or just simply unlucky or just unable to capitalize, Moorhead has been the only one able to score here. Max Hodney lines up the free kick. He lobs it into the box. Punched out there by goaltender Brandon Neifert. That will be played upfield by Isaiah Peterson. Played off the head now of Liam Weiler. That's William Vargas who gets it upfield for the Spuds. Now that pass deflected off Mason Allen, taken in by Muhammad Hussein. Hussein makes a nice move, and he gives it up to Yusuf Al-Shamani. Mason Allen now for the Spuds. He is fouled there by the Warriors, and so the Spuds will have another free kick.
Yeah, Hussein made a couple great plays there, and obviously Brainerd probably not too happy about that, so maybe got a little bit too aggressive going after one of Moorhead's players and made contact to give Moorhead another free kick.
It will be, of course, Max Hodney there to take the free kick, and he will lob it upfield, played off the head there of Max Lelwicka. We ought to tracked down before going out of bounds by Jakovic, and now Liam Weiler back for the Spuds. He will just tap it out of bounds, and the Warriors will get a throw-in. So now Brainerd with another opportunity here as both teams make some substitutions. Saif Alawi back into the game for Muhammad Hussein. And the Warriors take a throw in, launched into the box, and now that's Rivar Keikos there for the Spuds. He gets it away and then kicked out by Yusuf Al-Shamani. It'll be kicked out all the way down the field on the near sideline, now lobbed back over by Logan Carlson under the Moorhead half of the field. That'll be played off of Jackson Bluth there and out of bounds for a Moorhead throw-in as Saif Alawi stops and takes a moment to tie his shoes. Caden Carter will take the throw-in for the Spuds. Carter gets it in, taken away there by Jeremy Duff. Well, Brainerd maintains possession along the far sideline. That kick in on net and taken in by goalie Jacob Hendrickson. 6:30 and counting here in this second half. Of course, Spuds leading 1-0 on that goal off the head of Liam Weiler. That one goes out of bounds off the Warriors, so the Spuds will get a throw in. It'll be interesting to see how long the Spuds take on their throw-ins as we near the end of this second half. They're more willing to let that time tick down before they throw it in. Now Saif Alawi in behind the Brainerd defenders. He's able to track it down before going out of bounds. And now he is taken down there near the corner. There'll be no call there by the referee. Now Rivar Keikos there for the Spuds. He has it taken away by Cooper Cousino. And now that's Ben Colborn. Colborn gives it away to Mason Allen, and Mason Allen will just boot it out of bounds as Saif Alawi is down in the corner of the field for the Spuds. He was taken down hard on that play in the corner. With 5:36 to go on the game clock, trainer Nicole Kane will head it over to check on him. The Spuds play leading 1-0 here in this second half. We've seen this game get a little more physical here towards the end between these two rival teams. As now Coach Tom Grausom will call in his players and have a meeting there as the play stops for the injured Saif Alawi. When we come back, Brainerd will have a throw-in. They're going to need to get something going here relatively quickly with 5:36 to go on the clock. Spuds leading 1-0, and they are close to a trip to the section final game.
One thing to note back there is Ben Colborn looks to be back playing defense along with multiple other Spuds. So they've gone from this game having 4 to 3 after scoring, and now back to 5 or 6 back there. So Coach Ben Patry is not going to take any chances of Brainerd getting a lucky offensive rush.
Yeah, Carter, it's a great point there. They have plenty of guys along that back line there for the Spuds. And we'll see if they're able to hold down the fort here at the end of this second half and earn their trip to the Section 8 AA final. A foul ruled there on Moorhead. It'll be issued a yellow card. That's Rivar Keikos for the Spuds, and Tamba Ngolo will come in to replace him. So Brainerd will have another free kick opportunity. That's how our one goal has been scored in this matchup. It's something Coach Ben Patry talked about in the pregame. As these set pieces coming into play here. That free kick lobbed into the box, played off the head there, and now just wide of the net. That was Jeremy Duff. And that'll be ruled deflected off of a Moorhead player. And it'll be a corner kick for the Warriors. Brainerd with a good scoring opportunity here as they line up the corner kick and be launched into the box. Played off the head there of a leaping Ben Colborn. Nice play made there by him to knock it away for the Spuds. And now it'll be booted out past midfield as goaltender Brandon Neifert comes all the way up to midfield to make that play. Now that's Jabril Guido. He taps it over. And now William Vargas up to make the play for the Spuds, as Carlson taps it back to Neifert, and he gets it back up near midfield, taken away by Tamba and Golo. And Golo with it now for the Spuds. He'll give way to Jabril Guido. Guido with a couple defenders on. He'll be out of bounds, deflected off of Guido. And the Warriors will get a throw, and they'll quickly play it in off the head of Caden Carter. And now towards the middle of the field, that will be Noel Robertson. He has it taken away there by Ben Colborn. Now it's Jabril Guido. Guido plays up the near sideline to Yusuf Al-Shamani. He'll go between his legs and now played over to Carlson, taken away by Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani looks for a place to go with it. Now he gives off to Tamba and Golo. And Golo's shot just wide of the net. And it'll be out of bounds for a Warrior goal kick with 3:20 to play in this second half. Time is ticking down on the Warriors season right now.
Yeah, you had mentioned a little bit earlier with almost pulling the goalie like in hockey, and it's just about 30 to 45 seconds ago, you saw goaltender Nivart coming all the way up almost to midfield making a play. So Brainerd is really on the offensive now, and you're going to take every single chance they can get.
Ben Colborn with a sliding stop there for the Spuds. The Warriors will get a throw in. The clock is under 3 minutes to play now. 2:45 and counting. As Lelwicka will come up now to take the throw in for the Warriors. He will chuck it into the box, played off the head there of a couple Spuds. It was either Colborn or Guido off the head of him, and Lelwicka will line up. The throw in again, played into the box, deflected away by Yusuf Al-Shamani. Now Carlson, his shot well over the net through the uprights of the field goal post. And it will be a goal kick for the Spuds. As the clock stops with 2:10 to play, Saif Alawi back into the game for the Spuds, as he appears to be all right after being shaken up a bit. He will replace William Vargas, as now Jacob Hendrickson lines up the goal kick. He will get it out near midfield. Now that's played to Cooper Cousino. Back to Adam Klecker. And now that's Jackson Bluth. He plays back to Klecker. And he'll be fouled there by Tamba Ngolo. And so there'll be a free kick opportunity now for the Warriors. It will be Adam Klecker there to take the free kick for Brainerd as he launches it in, but taken in by goalie Jacob Hendrickson, but the referee will blow it dead. And they will try it again. Now they'll line it up again. That is Klecker there to take the free kick. He launches it in just over the top of the net and off of the football field goal post with 1:08 and counting on the clock. It'll be under a minute once this goal kick is away from goalie Jacob Hendrickson. Hendrickson lines it up and fires it out near midfield to Jabril Guido. Guido's able to get it through, looking for Yusuf Al-Shamani. Al-Shamani taps it past the goaltender. Al-Shamani in on an open net now. Tries to get it over to Guido. And now there'll be a foul there on Al-Shamani. Now the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. As Yusuf Al-Shamani has issued a yellow card, Mohammed Hussein will come onto the pitch for the Spuds. 37 seconds to go here as Brandon Neifert lines up the goal kick for the Spuds. A good scoring opportunity there for the Spuds to extend their lead to 2-0. Unable to do so. Now Neifert gets it out near midfield. That'll be taken in by the Spuds and taken away there by Carlson. Now Liam Weiler taps it away. It'll be ruled a foul there on Saif Alawi. Now they'll stop the clock with 18 seconds to go. And that will be goalie Brandon Neifert up to take the free kick for the Warriors. And they will send all 10 of their other players into the box as a last-ditch effort to score here in this one. Neifert's free kick is in. Played off the head there of Max Hodney. Now Carlson has it tapped away. He plays it into the air over. Looking now for Jakovic. He'll be off the head of Max Hodney as the clock ticks down near 0. Yusuf Muhammad plays it away. Now goaltender Neifert is in. And that will be the end of the match. And your Moorhead Spuds are victorious in this one, 1-0 over the Brainerd Warriors. Your number 2 seeded Spuds in the cold and snowy conditions will move on to play in the section final matchup. Not sure if they'll be on Friday or Saturday yet. I believe more than likely it will be on Saturday. Again, they'll take on the winner of Maple Grove or St. Michael Albertville in that section final matchup. A great game played tonight from Brainerd, but just simply not enough. Carter, any final thoughts on this one?
Great game by both Spuds defense, Jacob Hendrickson, and basically the entire Spuds team, and especially to Coach Ben Patry to realize Brainerd's strategies and the right ways to counter them.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that section final matchup. Once again, either on Friday or Saturday, more than likely on Saturday. And with the Crimson taking a 1-0 lead in that one, more than likely against the number 1 seeded Maple Grove Crimson, as your number 2 seeded Spuds advance in this one over the number 3 seeded Warriors. For Carter Castoris, I am Riley Swenson, and all of us here at Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. We thank you for joining us tonight. Your final score again is the Moorhead Spuds 1, the Brainerd Warriors 0.